Hello to the gamers. We are back. Thanks for watching while I was away. It was a great series of runs we had right before I left. If you got to record 10 SAP videos in a single day, that's the kind of day you want to have. This week, I don't know what's going on. It's Wednesday. I haven't recorded a YouTube video in 2 weeks. And I don't know what's going on this weekly. So I figured, why don't we start in the arena and figure things out for ourselves? Let me be a blessed doggy. Clifford the Big Red Dog, Beethoven. Isn't there a friendly dog, or am I thinking of Casper the Friendly Ghost? Maybe Casper the Friendly Ghost. So I'm just being real with you. This doesn't feel right. By which I just mean, like, sometimes when I'm playing SAP, I'm on autopilot. I'm like, I know what I'm doing, so I don't have to think about what I'm doing. Right now, I don't know what I'm doing at all. And that's okay. We're on full life. Don't worry too much. I would say it's a great opportunity right here. We got some extra gold from the chinchilla. You get an early jellyfish. Now, are there clownfish as well? Apparently not, but I'll take a jellyfish nonetheless. Then we take our level. The jellyfish gets buffed. You have an eel. What about an aardvark? Enemy summoned. You get a little buff. You summon an enemy. You summon a friend. You summon an enemy. I think it's worth taking a chance. Eel is a sometimes food. It's sometimes interesting. I didn't even look at the other stuff in the shop. Oh, but hang on. Hang on. What an interesting laddie you are. We'd have to figure out where we're going to do this, though. Right now, maybe I'm trying to be a little bit too precious. Holy cow. I mean, I'm getting destroyed at the moment, but being a little too... Oh, no, maybe I'm not being too precious, because we could grab our level. We don't really have a hurt trigger that's relevant yet, so I don't think we need this. I think what we want is like this. And then I will buy you just to get the chance of a level up in the future. We should get a buff on our aardvark just from the rat being summoned. That sounds right to me. He's absolutely right. Now, we did make their ox slightly better, but it didn't matter that much. Okay, good start. Interesting start at the very least. Very nice. Let's see the quote tweets. Jellyfish getting up there. Bison, the bison's already cracked, bro. I didn't think it could happen. I'm going to say forget the aardvark, honestly. Actually, forget the rat. Even though fundamentally they'll probably end up being very similar because the rat doesn't really work as well without the aardvark and vice versa. But I think that this makes sense for now. It makes sense for now. The bison has plenty of time to get stronger. Now, I'm just saying the absolute worst thing that could happen right now... Well, I mean, this is actually pretty bad, to be honest with you. Their team is incredible. But the worst thing that could happen right now is I get a 10-piece and then immediately assume, like, oh, I got this weekly figured out. And then I go into ranked and get destroyed. But let's just hope that that doesn't come to pass. And instead, you know what I should do? It's a funny thing to say on the internet. But I feel like I should give myself a little bit of grace. I feel like I should take it easy on myself. You know, I'm back at work for the first time in a long time. It's just human nature. It's going to take a little while to get back up to speed, bro. So try not to sweat it too much. Obviously, I feel like a turtle can hit the spot. We can't sell our tier 3. We probably sell our aardvark at some point. But a turtle with a chance for a pill in the future... Holy cow. Wow. Hoo-ah, if you will, as they say, when they do in Sicily. Hang on, it was all worth it. It was all worth it. I forgot, I gotta get the dang avatar going on here. I gotta get the, wow. Haha. I gotta get the mascot or whatever. I'm not sure if it's called an avatar. Friendly toy broke, no thanks. Fire ants. I snooze on that just because I don't know what I'm doing with it right now. But it's an interesting idea for certain, an interesting idea. Our turtle, I've noticed now, is not in the right spot. This is a scary looking team. Now, I can't help but notice a few things right off the jump here. First off, I'm winning. Secondly, lots of that weird crocodile whose name escapes me that gives you the toy. A lot of that guy makes me think that he might be half decent. He might be kind of good. What about pterodactyl? Is there like a pterodactyl? You can get sold now too. Is there a pterodactyl chance in here? Sorry, pteranodon. There might be a big difference there. What do I know? I was just gonna pill ya. Do you think this works in the shop? I would love it if it did, because these are the 2 units I want to hit with the... Resummon it behind this is a 1/1? When did that happen? I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I'm freaking confused at the very least. Okay, you're gone. Thank you for your service. Okay, so they just keep changing things. And honestly, the game keeps getting better, so I'm not going to be like a hater about it. It really does. Lemons are pretty great too. Don't... Oh, baby. Did I just shuffle these guys? Oh, baby. Dragon. I mean, Dragon is pretty good. Mongoose is also really good. You know what? We just did so many dragon runs that for you, you might be like, please don't do any more dragon runs. But for me, I'm like, I've got to pay respect. The dragon did so much great work for me. I think it's time to say that I haven't forgotten about you, even though I was away for quite some time. So it's like we could definitely do like sell, buy, sell, buy. I do want a pill, if possible. Tier 1, always nice, of course, but... Roll. A pill. Don't really care for a mosquito. I mean, level 2 dragon, we're going 10. I'm sorry to inform you. I don't think anything's beaten that, although, admittedly, it's kind of like an idiotic thing to say. Also, look at that mosquito helping us out there. It's kind of an idiotic thing to say on your first weekly of all time. Of this weekly, I should say. Your first arena of this weekly. Again, it's going to take a while just to learn how to talk again. Do you know how many normal conversations I've had in the last 2 weeks? Hi, how are you? How you doing? How was your day? Situations where, like, yeah, sure, we'll just take it. Like, the conversation is completely pre-programmed from the time that it starts to the time that it finishes. I've been on autopilot, man. Now I got to try to, you know, weave my own commentary here. It's the kind of thing you got to ease yourself back into, at the very least. By the way, I'm goated. I can't be stopped. Don't really care for the hammerhead in this situation. Well, I mean, Niala is always interesting. I'm thinking. Still thinking. A level 2 boar would go insane. Actually crazy. Especially as it gets buffed by the dragon. I think nothing's coming close. You know how good it feels? Like, I'm in danger of becoming a narcissist. We're coming back going up against people like Mon Bazu, please, that name themselves after my content, and I haven't lost a step. Now we're begging for science to bring us back down to earth. Just for our comeuppance. But I don't think it's gonna happen, man. I don't think it's gonna happen. If the rhino can't get us, what can? Oh, something else. Never mind. I thought for sure I had him dead to rights. Okay, don't sell your boar. I think run like this. Honestly, I don't think we got the space to get a level 2 dragon out there. You're gonna sell me? Buy me? We're just gonna keep it going like this. Only thing we maybe love to see, I was just gonna say a turtle. A turtle would hit the spot. Don't worry about a level 3 boar. It's very unlikely to happen. We're committing. This is like our ranked pivot where we're committing to what we need to get the job done right now. That could have gone a lot worse. It could have gone a lot better, though. We lost to a dragonfly from Bison Enjoyer. It'll burn you up. Can I see a pill in the shop, please? Ooh, that's got a sting. Okay. You know what? I wish I could go back in time and not run boar and instead try to make big scorpion. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know what? How about this? Dragon at the front is like anti-coconut. It breaks a melon or a coconut, then jellyfish steps in to deal the rest of the damage, and the scorpion is here just to protect the boar and give the boar a real chance to flourish. It's gonna happen. Oh, it's not gonna. It's gonna happen. Okay. Don't be afraid. You're on super lethal. Get this stuff out of here. Don't worry about the 1-up. Come on, brother. Come on, give me some tier 1s. Thank you. Now, I'd love to keep the scorpion around. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, you got a dragon build and you're not going to let yourself breathe fire? Like, have some respect. Now, it's very simple. You are saying take the Niala. It's the only way. It gives you +8 trumpets. Me, a genius? No, I'm stupid. I was gonna spit out. I was gonna say spider and then have the spider spit out a turtle, but a turtle, it turns out, is a tier 4 unit, not a tier 3 unit. Please God, bring me back. Bring me back. I see a lot of death touch here. Oh, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I knew it. Okay. You've unlocked Tyrannosaurus. I'm going straight back to the arena on this one. Maybe we'll try ranked next time, but it scares the you-know-what out of me to go back to ranked, to be honest with you. I do know some things, though. One of the things is anytime you see moths, maybe like a hungry programmer, you can give this, if you like this website, you can give the programmer a cup of coffee by clicking this link. Know what I'm talking about? So true. I don't really want anything here, to be honest. I'm going to give you this. Anyway, I was going to say, anytime there's moths in the weekly, it seems like moths are like the consensus #1 pick for the early game. We don't have them yet, though. And neither did they, and they still beat us, so I don't really have an excuse. But, oh, that's what we're looking for. Very similar, you might say, very similar to a run you may have seen just moments ago. I think this is fine. Actually, because moths exist, maybe like this. Always love having an ox. I always am scared when I see a frigate bird, partly because I don't think it's an animal I've ever seen in real life, but also because I feel like it's so bad that they must know something I don't know. Like they must have a little secret they're trying to send out there. I really don't want another chinchilla, I'm sorry to say. I want something. I don't want a chinchilla. I want something useful. I want to spend all my gold rolling forever. Why don't you just take this for now? Okay, now we're talking. I'm not even mad anymore because a level 2 jellyfish. It's like with this turn, things went really bad for us. We went into debt and we didn't get much out of it, but next turn, oh baby. Next turn, our compound interest is going to go insane, confirmed. Insanely confirmed? Sell me. Oh, I forgot you were going to exist. Sell me. Buy me. Okay, I'm feeling fantastic. We sell a duck. She said, let's hit the parking lot so I can sell your duck. Roll once. I mean, I'm happy to have you level up. I understand the problem here is that, like, the dragonflies, we don't know exactly what they're going to buff. But I think this is a kind of problem where you also need to look at what the solution is giving you, and the solution is giving us some great stuff right now. You know, we only have a problem because we're not... The problem is that we can't optimize everything perfectly. But, like, it's not like we need to scrape together a little bit of extra money to buy a pack of ramen noodles. It's the difference between, like, you know, we don't have enough diesel to put in the yacht. We're going to have to switch to ethanol or something. I don't really have a frame of reference for this, honestly. The metaphors are still coming back online. The analogies. There are clownfish this week. What was I? Oh, but then I didn't buy the dragonfly because I bought a clown. But then that means you're getting a buff at least. Maybe it wasn't completely stupid. Probably was. I would not buy anything except a salad here. Unfortunately, I did that wrong, thinking I could buy both. Takes a while for the old cerebral cortex to come back. Takes some time. But I will say being away from stream and from YouTube has been good for me. It sounds like I'm trying to act like, oh, I've gotten so stupid over vacation, I need to get smart again. I was as smart as I've ever been on vacation. You're less stressed out. You feel like you got more time to think about things. You're not reading 10,000 comments a day of varying degrees of sanity or insanity directed at your product or your person. I beat Ascension 20 and Slay the Spire on my phone. I mean, that's pretty solid, man. I just need to rebalance things now. We'll take a melon helmet. Thank you so much. Now I need to like tone down the normie brain and bring back the streamer brain. It's a slightly different skill set. Come on. Nothing? I don't really want it, but you got to do what you got to. I'm rolling like a madman here. I think their ox is going to ruin my life. How am I out here getting bodied by a level 1 ox at this part of my life? It's got a sting. I was still like a melon. Oh, it's longer to take the melon as a result of the purchase. Can I get a level, please? Thank you. You know how long I've been sitting on these levels, bro? I still think we're in a good spot. Even though things got a little less fantastic, you know, in the short term. This was a big pickup. Now, I'm not going to level you up yet. I wish I could, but I'm not going to. Lasagna give... If they've added lasagna as a fruit, you could... As a food? As a fruit by the foot? They've added lasagna as a food you can purchase now. It's a pear, but slightly better. Okay. I get the picture. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, man. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. We're on chocolate round. Also nice. I know we got way too much frozen. Let's start getting that handled. Now, I do want you to get the buff. Or the melon, I should say. This is pretty bad. We're on 2 life. I still feel okay, though. You got the melon. Fantastic. Do me a favor and let's get a crazy sniper out here. Foam sword. I think like the ox has just served this purpose. We'll get a snake out instead. It will get the buffs from the dragonfly, which is nice. Come on. Come on. Dragonfly needs to level. We got way too many tier 2s, but that was a pretty nice one. And we could go dragon. It's always an option, I suppose. But you know what? Well, if we don't go dragon, what are we doing? We're going for like... Nah, we're going to go dragon. You know it, I know it. Let's not kid ourselves. We'll probably sell clownfish and one other thing that I haven't decided yet, but it won't be snake, I'll tell you that much. We might not need the dragon, but it's kind of like if the Super Auto Pets community extended that same olive branch to me where they deliberately ran worse teams, then I would extend it to them. But I don't think they're extending it to me, man. I don't think they're extending it to me. You're gone. You really don't have a good reason to be here. You're stronger than the dragonfly, but we can fix that. It's nice to at least get the extra buff. So I know it's another dragon build. Direct your complaints to @teamwood_games on x.com. Tempting. It is tempting, isn't it? And I'm okay with this for now. We're basically getting 1 2/2 buff per turn with our dragonfly, but it is what it is. I mean, this is a true scumbag team because we are actually like rolling a snake on top of everything else. Like jellyfish, snake, dragon. Like this might be the most morally disgusting team I could possibly come up with right now. Feels good to be back. I'll do you a solid, okay? Maybe there's something a Wolverine can do for us. Come on. Come on. I'm willing to give you a chance just for one round. And if you do well, maybe, you know, we could turn your internship into this sort of like permanent sort of situation. No promises, of course, but you never know. You never know. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna say that you've served your purpose here. I'm gonna say you level. I'm gonna say you level. And then I don't think we need you. Next turn, we sell the Dragonfly and we slot a bunch of tier 1s in there to get this squad over the edge, I think. Okay, 2 death touch is criminal. You have committed a criminal act as far as I'm concerned. I respect you for it because my squad is criminal in its own right, but I do consider it a criminal act. You will be hearing from my attorney. Unfortunately, they're very busy right now. They're doing a trial in New York that you might have seen on the television. So they haven't been returning my calls lately. But perhaps one day. I think this is just a roll. I mean, we're only on 7 wins, so we got a very, very thin margin of error here, but just no death touch. Minimal death touch. Dumb cooked, brother. I never should have taken the Wolverine. See? I extended an olive branch, and then they said, nah, 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 nah. Death touch on everybody. Okay, get ready, because you've awoken a monster. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Feels good to be back. Thanks for supporting me while I was away, and I'll see you next time. See ya.